When exploring a new world, sometimes you have to do something a little bit regrettable and a lot of it crazy when you don't really know what certain ingredients are used for. So, with that, I give you the slurpable slime and other regrettable ideas, aka the Adventurer's Guide to Alchemy Gelatinous Slush. The inside of the tavern is cooler than the outside world, but warm with the scent of citrus, old wood, and something faintly herbal. A low fire is crackling in the hearth. Not too warm, but just enough to send shadows dancing to whatever tune the current bard is playing. You've only just stepped in, dust still clinging to your boots from travel, when your eyes catch on something left on the counter. A leather-bound journal. Worn at the edges, lies unaccompanied. A ribbon marks a page, and a few loose notes are tucked between the parchment. It looks as if it hadn't been sitting for long. Glancing around, no one seems to be watching. You could peek inside, or leave it be. You glance at the journal, tempted, but ultimately, you leave it untouched. A voice breaks the silence, warm, yet surprised. Chibi steps into view, setting a glass down on the counter. You know, most folks can't help themselves, but since you seem curious, let me tell you the story myself. I don't know if I want to go back before I get stronger, but I can say I will reach out to Suspect to have a guide again. It is nice to have someone versed in fighting others at your side. I can do it if I have to, but I really prefer not to, and besides, creatures are scary enough to fight. While setting out my inquiries for a companion, Alia from the Revis Order had also reached out to assist me. She's a pretty talented rogue, and I hear that she's also animal husbandress. So if you need a mount or a beast of burden, or perhaps a capable fighter, I'd recommend reaching out to her. Pockets decided to initially join me in my travels to the Gendark. Whatever reasons Alia had, I'm grateful for both of them. It was a long road from the Riverlands. Not too busy, though we did pass a couple of caravans. However, ultimately, we made it to Arisalon. There we gathered supplies and prepared for whatever else we needed before heading out west deeper into the Gendark. Then, that's where we found it, an ooze. It was crazy. I do have this drawing I sketched. Those oozes looked pretty tough, and, well, they are tricky little things too. Once they get about half vitality, they seem to split themselves. They also have this ability to lash out and form a part of them into like a sword whip-like shape, and, well, that seemed to hit pretty hard. But luckily, both Alia and Pockets seem to have not only more experience than myself, but also better gear. Well, at least for now. There was a rather intriguing item from the Oozes, and Pockets had reached out to grab it himself, and I had the foresight to bring at least 1 or 2 containers. But the ingredient that I was looking for was ooze slime. It's one I have yet to truly find a concoction for, at least until now, though it's nothing official. Would you want the recipe I uncovered, or would you rather I just make something cool and refreshing for you? You decide, sure, what harm could a recipe bring? Oh, all right then, just a moment. She turns and begins scribbling on a piece of parchment, her quill dancing between notes and little doodles, perhaps a slime smiling at you, a lime wedge, and a frostbolt mid-cast? Handing it over, she says, some of the ingredients are a little tricky to come by, but this is the one. Here, I'll show you how to make it. And there you have it, a delicious gelatinous slush. Best served chilled with a lime slice and, well, a sense of adventure. I promise it's not as regrettable as it sounds. Now, if you're looking to give it a little extra kick, just a shot will do. About yay much lime-infused vodka, if you can get your hands on it. If not, plain will do at a pinch, but the lime really ties it all together. Stir it in right before the final chill. It blends so smoothly you might not even notice it. Well, until you do. With that being said, I do suppose it is your final call on whether this concoction of mine is regrettable or not. Either way, I do believe I will have something a little less suspicious for next time. And don't forget, if you need a guide, be it a mercenary, reach out to Suspect, or just a capable adventurer, make sure you reach out to Alia. Tell them Chibi sent you. I just want to give a special shout out to both Pockets and Alia for helping me out with this video. It was really, really fun. And if you want to see how it's made, check it out right here. This is how to make it. I will do my best next time to give you a nicer story, but I hope it was pretty smooth with the idea that you can go check out how to make it over here. But in the meantime, stay curious.